Okay, this video is going to look at a little average velocity example. So in this case, we've got a map of South Carolina, and we're trying to travel from Greenville to Charleston, and we've separated that into two legs, where we go from Greenville to Columbia, travel about 100 miles in a period of 1.25 hours, and then we travel from Columbia to Charleston, which is about 120 miles in about 2 hours. So we're going to calculate the velocity from Greenville to Columbia, then Columbia to Charleston, and then the entire trip. So if we look for speed, so we'll call that speed for segment A, Greenville to Columbia. What do? It's the distance divided by the time it takes. That's the speed. So you're traveling 100 miles in 1.25 hours. So we just take 100 divided by 1.25. You're traveling about 80 miles per hour. So you're being a little speedy. Now, for segment B, doesn't look like it's going to be as fast. So speed for segment B, still distance divided by time, but it's going to be 120 miles over 2 hours. Or you're traveling an average of 60 miles per hour. So a good bit slower. You might have been doing the speed limit on that one, or hit a little traffic even. Now for the entire trip, so speed for the trip is going to be what? It's going to be the 100 miles plus the 120 miles, or 220 miles. And then we've got 2 hours plus the 1.25 hours, so you spent 3.25 hours on the trip. So overall, you're going to say 220 divided by 3.25 hours, or you're traveling 67.7 miles per hour average. Now notice it wasn't just the average of the two segments. It wasn't 80 plus 60 divided by 2, or 70 miles an hour, because the two segments aren't even lengths and you didn't spend equal time on them. So you can't just average them together. You have to look at the speed over the whole trip, that is total distance over total time. And so you don't quite get the average in this particular case. So this was a little lesson on average velocity.